As expected, Monogatari settles core themes and issues that normally would take about 3 to 5 episodes or even 100 plus chapters with some individual manga or anime in a matter of a couple of minutes. So Monogatari, as you can already tell by my opening of this video, very impressive with the way it handled the Sunakawa scenes with, the possible romance with him. Just to see how this new girl just comes out of nowhere, which we talked about in last week's episode, so I'm not going to really talk about that much. To see how she comes out of nowhere from last week's episode, and then, gets introduced in this week's episode, and then slowly builds up this romance, and we kind of find out more about her character. We get to see what type of character she is, what type of person, and, is she probably worthy of Sunakawa's love? And to see the way the episode was orientated, I expected this episode to kind of be dragged out through the multiple of episodes, for instance, till the end of the series, because I didn't think she was going to confess to him in this episode, which I should really just smack myself, because constantly I say this all the time, Monogatari is not the standard romance, because anytime you think like it's not going to happen, or it's just, not going to go and break that cliche, it's Monogatari. It decides to just slap its wrist like, no, we're being uncliche. That's kind of what it does. And so, to see that, I'm kind of upset with myself personally. I did not expect it, because I should have. I really should have. I mean, to see how she just came flat out and said, I love you. And I'm like, I think we can all say that when it came to the way she confessed, that was something I would not have expected. No. Even if knowing that this breaks cliches, like the way she just went about it, like, I love you, and eventually she comes around and is like, if you don't have to accept it right now, and even if you want to deny me, it's fine, because I would like it if you learn more about me. And just to see the way she handled that, damn. Monogatari. Oh my god. Let's just face it, that is amazing. It is amazing. Ugh. Seriously, this series is gonna make me cry, man, when it ends. I'm gonna miss this series, because no other romance is going to beat this shit this year. I mean, I swear, nothing is. I mean, you could say Noragami, but I mean, that's not really full-out romance. But still, Monogatari, man, I am not ready for this to end. The episodes are just so fucking good. Just to see how she went about, like, revealing herself like she's a stalker and she's been watching him. It's kind of creepy. I won't deny that. That's really fucking creepy. I mean, if this girl was watching you for 10 years or even less or whatever, just a year or even a couple months, it's kind of fucking creepy. Let's put the facts on the table, okay? Let's really put the facts on the table. But it does go to show you how much that moment means to her and how it affected her. Let's look at it as her point of view, besides of looking at it as the outsider's perspective and say, that's fucking creepy. Let's take a moment to really understand what she's really trying to do. Even though it comes off as if she's being a creepy stalker, she has the right motive. For instance, she had that one moment to where Sunakawa blocked the dodgeball, and it would have hit her and hurt her and broke probably her glasses, probably even smashed the glasses into her eyes, which could have caused irreplaceable damage. Like, it would have been horrible. The way that went about, it just showed you how much that one point in her life meant to her. And, I mean, if you have, like, some form of issue like this in your life to where you get saved by someone, most likely this might become very important to you. Because I have a few moments in my life to where I will never forget them as long as I die, because they were really meaningful moments in my life. And I think we can all agree we have some form of, like, moments in our life that's kind of similar to that. And if this person saved you, it would be love at first sight. And then if you would continue to be around this person or see this person, most likely your love for this said person will grow. And that's kind of what was going on here. Even though it kind of looked like she was a stalker, it just goes to show you how much Sunakawa means to her, how much she loves him, and how much she wants to be around him just because of what he did for her. And so it's a very beautiful little backstory. The way it was executed, I think, was the best part about it. The way it was executed, the way it was fleshed out with, Goda talking to her, and then also how she confesses, says, I love you and all that. The way it was executed, definitely on point, as per usual for Monogatari, and I couldn't have asked for any better way for it to kind of be done with this week's episode. And yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, Monogatari this week sets up the romance for Suna. That's what it is. As I predicted in last week's episode review of Monogatari, This girl being introduced most likely is obviously being set up to get with Suna in the way he's not really denying her in this week's episode, in the way he went back and read old letters from her. Like, he had collections of these old letters she sent him. He didn't throw these letters away. He actually had the letters, and he was looking through them. And for him to have those letters, it just shows you has some form of attachment to her as well. And so we're going to get to see some of Suna's romantic moments this season. Wow. So, I feel kind of happy for my boy Suna, because he definitely deserves a girl. He deserves a girl a lot, after what he has done throughout the series, and being there for Goda and Yamato, and then also just being a bro throughout the entire series. He definitely deserves someone. And I'm glad he's going to finally get someone. I really am. I'm really happy for him. So, tell me your thoughts. I mean, how do you all feel about this week's episode of Ore Monogatari? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.